Hello, Namaskar and Adab to all my friends from your friend, astrologer and guide Irfan, once more with you from your very own channel Astro Assurance. Last month for the analysis of May, I was not able to do the analysis for each of the signs from Aries until Pisces because the world current conditions call for more of a overall global analysis at a global level, or as we call using the astrological term, a mundane level. Now what does this mean? This means that when huge big global events play out, then the ascendant wise results don't play so much of a role. However, one lagna, which is the most powerful lagna, each plays its role more than the other ascendants, and that takes over, and usually it is the Kalpurush lagna. And on the other hand, the individual horoscope, the personal horoscopes also play a role. So at a global level, we look at results as I did for the signs from Aries until Pisces through the Kalpurush lagna for the month of May, and overall analysis I also gave, and also gave some numbers that I expect for the current epidemic or the pandemic that we are facing over the next couple of months, so through May and through June. Today I am going to bring forth the results from ascendant wise, going back to the normal that I did till April. That is for June I am doing the analysis for Aries, and then I will be following the respective videos for Taurus, Gemini, Cancer and so on. Why am I doing it for June and not for May? I have already given the reasons in my last video, which is May 2020 analysis for Aries until Pisces. So I have already given the reasons, but to reiterate, as I said, individual ascendant wise analysis didn't play the role, but individual personal horoscopes or at a global level, at a mundane level, the Kalpurush lagna or one lagna plays its role. So that I have already given the reason for. Why am I giving individual ascendant wise results or analysis for Aries and Taurus and Gemini and so on? The reason being is I expect that the results or the overall effect of the pandemic, the coronavirus or the COVID-19 virus, will slowly taper off towards the end of June, and we may have more sanity in terms of how the pandemic is affecting all our lives, and also it is how it is playing out results all over the world. And so the ascendant wise results may come into play more from mid of June, and they'll become stronger and stronger till the end of June, and then July and August and almost 15 days or mid September will be more or less sort of normal, though we will also be in the retrogression of important key planets. However, again in September, mid September, when Rahu and Ketu transits will happen, and within a couple of months, within 1.5 months or so, or couple of months, when in November Jupiter's transit happens into Capricorn, where it is right now residing only because it has picked up speed, then it is now in retrogression. So when Jupiter does its transit in November in its in the sign of Capricorn, that's also when there may be some global upheavals and ups and downs. So between June end or mid June to June end to September, mid September is where we may have slightly okay results to good results for various ascendants. However, the challenges will again start from end of September, mid September to end of September, and again slightly more from November onwards. But a few months, couple of months after November, when we enter into 2021, that's when results for at a global level and ascendant wise also, we will find that they will be normalizing. So that's how the world is going to progress for the year 2020. It's a challenging year for all of us. However, not much can be done, so we will have to tighten our seat belts and continue to do our karma as Saturn is expecting us, now that Saturn is in its own sign in Capricorn. So let's keep our fingers crossed and keep doing our work, and then leave the effect or the results to the supreme energy. So let's start our analysis for the Aries ascendant natives for the month of June 2020 and how the results will play out. Now the planetary placements, once Jupiter and Saturn make their transit, we know that Saturn remains in a sign for more than 2 years and 4 to 5 months, and Jupiter remains in a sign just over a year. So the similar results will play out for Saturn, where it will remain in Capricorn till April 2022. And Jupiter is right now in it's picked up speed and entered Capricorn, and it will remain in Capricorn for roughly 2 months, just over 2 months. However, it is also now in starting its retrogression motion back. So we will also find that both Saturn and Jupiter both are in retrogression this month and couple of months. So there will be effects on the global scene, on the world scene, including on individual horoscopes and ascendants also. So how will those results play out for Aries ascendant natives for June 2020? So in June 2020, you will find at the start of the month Jupiter and Saturn both in Capricorn, Ketu in the 9th house in Sagittarius, Rahu in the 3rd house in Gemini, and we will have both Sun and Mercury in the 2nd house in and Venus also in Taurus, and Sun will be later on entering towards the end of the month into the 3rd house in Gemini, and that's when the results will change. Mars, however, will be transiting end of the month of June into the 12th house from the 11th house, where it will be residing at the start of the month. So this is the overall planetary placements which Aries ascendant natives will find in their horoscopes as part of their gochar or transits. So one of the things which Saturn and Jupiter both will be doing while being in retrograde is Saturn, while it is retrograde in its own sign in the 10th house, it becomes very, very powerful. Any retrograde planet is extremely powerful, and Jupiter is also in retrogression, so it has also become very powerful. However, placed with Saturn in Saturn's own sign in Capricorn, however, the debilitation sign of Jupiter, and so luck or fate, which Jupiter rules the 9th house through, and also the 12th house, those two will be in the focus, because while sort of a niche bhang Rajyog also is formed because of Saturn's presence, however, Saturn is also in retrogression right now. So one will find that one will have to put extra effort and huge efforts to be able to extract results, and Saturn is a very karmic planet, so it is testing all of us, and so the testing time will also be for Aries ascendant natives, because Saturn in its most powerful sign, in its most powerful house, Capricorn, and the 10th house, and in retrogression, because where it picks up huge strength. So Aries ascendant natives will find that what hard work you have done over the last 3-4 months and over the last one cycle of Saturn, especially the last 2.5 years that it has been in Sagittarius, results of that will come by now, and either ways. So Saturn will either reward those people who worked very hard, and hard work is based on Saturn's analysis and not our analysis. Nobody will say that we have not worked hard. Almost everybody says we have worked hard. So either we don't know how much Saturn expects out of us, or we are not ready to accept that we have been a little lazy. So either way, so the karma, the fruits of labor will come to roost, and some of us will find in June changes in terms of promotions, moving up the ladder, role changes may happen. Some of the changes may also be including or involving changes of structure of the organization in which you work, which is also bound to happen now in the current situation with the pandemic and the corona on. However, the corona itself is because of some of the astrological placements. So astrological placements of Saturn, Jupiter will play out, and some role changes may happen, structure changes may also happen. You may also find different roles and responsibilities may also happen. However, because your second lord Venus is in its own sign, so you will also find that for some of us the money may come in. However, because of the current retrogression of Jupiter, which rules the 9th house of fate and luck, some of us may find role change and promotion also, though they may not come about as much as it should have been without Jupiter's retrogression, that too in Capricorn. We may find that, but the monies may not increase as much as expected year on year. That the expectation that happens, 5, 10 to 15% that usually organizations make increments on, those may not happen. Either increments may happen very low, or no increments may happen, and promotions may not happen, or very few promotions may happen. So the luckiest of the lucky people of Aries ascendant natives who worked very hard, they may find that the role change may happen even a promotion may happen, but the money will not come in immediately. The monies to come in will take 2-3 months, and Jupiter, when it moves into Capricorn in November again, that too in direct motion, that's when some changes are expected in terms of money changes also, money increments also. With Rahu remaining in the 3rd house, you may expect, or you may have more requirement of putting in hard work and also looking at more gains. However, Ketu in the 9th house and Saturn in Jupiter's own sign, or Jupiter itself is in retrogression motion, that too in Capricorn, means there is some time more before your luck shines or luck clicks. Sun going into the 3rd house end of the month shows that you may have to change the focus of your work. More effort may also come in on a personal level in terms of children's education. Sun being the 5th lord, going through the 3rd house means, or transiting into the 3rd house end of the month means, children's education, children's health, children's matters will be under focus, and towards the end of Jupiter you will find yourself focusing on thereon. Mars being the Lagna lord and also the 8th lord, and then first being in the 11th house and then transiting into the 12th house towards the end of the month means that the focus will change from working on projects starting of the month with a lot of fire and energy, and towards the end of the month June, the focus may also be on some health concerns. So take care of your health towards the end of June, because some of you who don't have very high immune systems and don't have very strong Mars and Jupiter in your horoscopes may find that some health challenges may come by, and a few visits to the clinic may also happen, especially with Sun being eclipsed by Rahu in the 3rd house. As much as possible, end of Jupiter that you take care of, end of June that you take care of your health, the better for you. So friend, this is my analysis for Aries ascendant natives for June 2020. Please like this video, please share this video, and please press the bell icon so that you get to know when my new video is coming. Please subscribe to my channel, and if you're looking for a personal consultation from me, please reach out to me at the links given below. Until we meet for some other time, this is your friend, astrologer and guide Irfan, signing off. Ciao.